This video may possibly have either profanity, gore, nudity, violence, or sexual content. If there are, do not take any of these too seriously. If you cannot, do not continue watching this video if you are offended by any of these. This is your final warning. I'm f***ing serious. Did he just f***ing bleep me? Oh, hell nah! You cannot do that to me! I am an individual being who has the right to speak whatever the f*** I want! Stop that, you piece of shit! Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Game Reaction Time. Now, before I start, I just want to say to Jay, out there, if you're watching this right now, happy birthday! Happy motherfucking birthday! Hey! So anyways, before I continue with my game reaction video, I have some words that I have to say for Jay, and how I started to see him, and how I admire him so much. So, here you go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, from a long time ago, since in 2017 or 16, I was like 16 or 17 years old, like in between, and I got myself into Yandere Simulator. Pretty much like I watched one of my favorite YouTubers so far before. It was PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, and etc. So I watched their gameplays of Yandere Simulator because I got myself into it so much. The fact that Yanchan has to kill her rivals, that got me so interested in it. And then, right in my recommendations, there's a video called Yandere Simulator Myths. I clicked that video and I see a whole lot of myth playlist series about it. And I got really into this guy, whoever made those Yandere Simulator myths. And then when I looked down right below, the username is called Kubz. And I clicked onto it, subscribed to him, and I watched his entire videos. And I got so much into his videos. I really love to see most of his videos, like even in upcoming future where he has to post like one of my favorite videos, like for example what I'm doing right now, Phoenix Wright. And it just touched my heart, and up to now, I looked up to him. He became my idol, my top YouTube idol. What got me so into his videos was that he screams a lot, like when he plays like scary games. I started to laugh. The fact that he has one of those high-pitched girl screams, and everybody else do love his girly screams, even me too, because like, you know, we both relate, we have girly screams! And also the fact that I watch his Try Not to Laugh series, and his giggles are so girlish, and I just kept laughing. Even the fact that everybody else, like right in the comments, says that they cannot laugh right because of the funny video, but when Jay laughs, they all laugh. And then right after that, we still don't get it. I just can't help but, you know, laugh too at the same time, because it's really contagious. And from the moment I first saw him, he became my #1 favorite YouTube gamer. Out of all the gamers out there that I've seen, one of the most popularity subscribers, like PewDiePie for example. And you know, happy birthday, Jay. And to end this one before I continue with my game reaction video, I'm gonna sing you a happy birthday song. It goes like this. She got a big booty, so I called her Big Booty. Yo, shawty, it's your birthday. Yo, shawty, it's your birthday. All I want for my birthday is a big booty hole. Happy birthday, Jay. Anyways, let's just get started.
Hey, I'm Jay from the Kubz Scouts.
Hey.
Welcome back to another episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. We are about to go into a court case where we are defending our most high-profile client to date, an actor that played a samurai on a TV show. He is being accused of slaying another samurai. We're about to make sure he gets off the hook right now. You guys cool with that? You down with that?
Everybody get ready and buckle up, because here we go.
October 18th, 10 a.m. District Court, Court number 4. It's about to get real in Court number 4. Is that Edgeworth? Him again? Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
Oh yeah, Mr. Will Powers.
Prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Powers, like, you know, that
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Movie.
Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
Okay,
the prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. like to move on to some testimony.
All right, then.
Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness.
Who's the witness?
Very well. I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Oh, Gumshoe. Big Dick Gumshoe.
Of course.
Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here.
All right, here's the guide
To
map.
understand this case,
Boom.
it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see?
Uh-huh.
This here is the employee area.
Yeah, that's the employee area. We all
The
know
actors
that.
did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here.
Nice. Nice.
This is the main gate to the studios.
Main gate, okay.
The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. I'm calling it right now, guys. It's her, because if you look at that face, it's so goddamn evil! Past the security station, there's a gate, see?
There's no possible way she would actually
Past that are
make
studios.
that crime. I mean...
And here it is, Studio 1.
Studio 1.
This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found.
Dun dun dun.
Now, on the day of the murder, October 15, there were only 3 people here.
And the 3 people
The
are
victim,
that
Jack
one,
Hammer.
Jack Hammer.
The defendant, Will Powers.
And who's the last one?
And a young woman, the production assistant.
Oh, so
All
her.
the production staff were in the employee area until noon.
Hmm.
Interesting. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1.
Studio 1.
Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station.
Mm-hmm.
Now jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m.
After
The
3
production
hours
staff
later.
came to Studio
4
1
hours,
to
what the
perform a
heck?
rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was canceled.
Dun, dun,
On the
dun.
account of spear through the chest!
It was
Look at
cancelled
that.
because he got a
Doesn't that
spear
look
to the
like
chest.
a fatty
Yeah.
nipple? The time of death was 2:30 p.m.
Trypophobia
Samurai
nipple.
spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon.
Dang.
That looked like a fatty nipple, guys. I would suck that thing. That's the case in brief.
Bruh, chill.
Anyone like to hear that again? Hell no. Should I listen to that whole thing again? I got it all right here in my big old brain.
Mm-hmm.
I think I can probably remember that.
Yeah, you can
So the
remember
murder
that.
weapon was a spear?
Yeah, a mighty ass
How
spear that made the nipple
medieval.
so hot.
Samurai spear added to the court record. This spear was found stuck in the chest of the victim. Damn, that thing is so hard and long. Your Honor,
Whoa, pose a knot, Jay.
this case is
Pose a
quite
knot.
simple if you ask one question.
Oh,
And that question is,
what's the question?
what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. Oh no,
You go back
not
to
you,
the
Saggy
scene.
Tits McGee.
Oh my
Sheesh.
goodness. Look at that
She
face.
looked like she got eyebrows for her eyebrows. Will the witness declare her name?
What's your name?
Look, she looked like she got 2 sets of eyebrows for some reason.
Oh, what?
My, aren't you a handsome fellow?
Whoa.
I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered.
Whoa, calm there. Calm your tits, bro.
Yeah, I'd have the same reaction. Your name, please? Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma.
Grandma, really?
Your name, please? Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witness to say their names. Wendy Old...
That's actually her name. Old bag.
Her name is actually Old Bag.
I thought it
Are
was
you
just like
shitting
one
on my
random person would
chest?
say old
Her
bag,
name
but
is
then.
actually Wendy Oldbag.
Oh,
So just
my
call me
goodness.
Grandma. Oh my God, she's talking fast again. I can't
No,
read it, guys.
no,
Everybody
no,
fast
come
eyes.
on now.
I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we could get to the testimony?
Exactly, please.
Now,
like,
the
stop
witness was
rambling.
stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, I was.
Yes.
And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to
I
pass by
can't
you.
imagine her and the judge together.
You know your
Just
stuff,
that,
dearie.
you know.
You may begin your
That's
testimony.
just like a weird old
She
people
sure
ship
is
together.
one hell of an old bag. Yeah, she a dirt bag. Witness testimony. Okay, guys,
All right.
everybody.
Let's
like I
have
said
double ear
before,
style.
lock in. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m.
1 p.m.
Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through there since this morning. I, well, had some errands to run that morning. I'm gonna question that.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers. That man right there.
But
and he
how
was
would you
heading
know
toward
his
the
powers
studio.
since he was like wearing
I
all
don't
the
believe that.
costume? But
I
who's
don't
behind
buy
the
that
mask,
old
though?
bag. You saw the defendant then. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright.
Let's cross-examine
Yes, Your
that
Honor.
old bag.
I know exactly what to question. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Okay, that's fine. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning.
What are some errands?
What kind of errands?
Yeah, what are they?
Oh, well, you know.
You know what? Tell us.
Answer the question.
Be more specific.
Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers. Observing, you know.
Oh, no wonder she's at the background.
Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station? Whippersnapper! I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job!
Bruh,
I'm not sure your boss would see it that way.
Chill your titties,
anyway,
man.
I always watch Hammer's run-throughs. Always.
Oh, you got a big crush on him?
Never missed one in all my years.
Oh, really?
Wow, I want to see a Steel Samurai run-through, too. You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty. Not a bad idea. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station.
Okay.
I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Hold on, let me see. We had the autopsy. Time of death, 2:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty self-explanatory, I guess.
Yeah, it really is.
Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m.
Oh, yeah,
you know
no,
what,
show
guys,
her
you're
the
gonna say
photo.
with me. Hold it!
Hold it!
2? You're sure? Sure as spit. Wow, who was the man? Really, you should try not to get so excited at your age. You might strain something.
Oh my gosh.
Now, don't get your skippies all in a bunch. I'll tell you who it was.
Girl.
It was Powers. That man right there, and he was heading toward the studio. Nick.
What?
Doesn't she seem like she's enjoying this a little too much?
Yes, she is.
Windbags love gossiping about other people's misfortunes. Ugh. Can't she get her kick somewhere else?
Kick her out the door.
Wait. We missed something? On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m.
It's
Do I
the
have
photo.
any evidence?
Yeah,
I
that
have
one.
a
That
spear.
other photo.
I have
right
a
there.
photo.
Yeah.
I have a card key. I have a guide map. Wait, maybe I should show her the picture of the photo.
Yeah, it said at
2
2 p.m.
Okay.
That's what
Let's
she
see
said.
here. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station.
Yeah, and just have to
I was
continue.
at the main gate from then until 5. Okay, so we are gonna present this, and let's do it, guys.
Objection?
Wait, did I say yaw instead of objection? Your Honor, there's a statement that contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't see anything contradictory.
I see it. I can see the bar
really?
right over there, right? The red
Objection
that's flashing red.
overruled.
That's like the health bar. It's like saying, oh, I made a mistake.
Okay, here we go, guys. Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m.
Yeah,
We
that's
got some
one.
evidence right here.
And there's
so say
the
it with me,
percent.
guys. We gotta wind it up and
Objection!
Let me get this straight, old bag. Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? Well, you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? In just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo.
Yeah, show the photo.
Yeah, you see that? You like what you see, old man?
It's the
What is
samurai.
this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. Miss Old Bag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course! Didn't your mama teach you any sense, sonny?
But who's like
Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right?
behind the mask?
No,
Huh.
they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai.
Yeah, but who's behind that mask? Like, even if
But
it's not
that
Will
doesn't
Powers.
mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai.
Ooh, that is right. Oh man, she got those teeth like.
I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. Yeah, you were born in the 1800s. We all know that.
Yeah.
No one in this court is accusing you of that, miss. I love this judge. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Huh? Nosy old man. Of course I have proof.
Okay, where's your proof then?
What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised.
Same
The
here.
prosecution would like to ask the witness,
The old witness.
please make known all the info in your possession ahead of time. How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway,
I think you should be
I showed
ashamed
that
because,
photo
like,
to
you
the
don't
young
even
detective.
question
He
yourself,
told
like,
me
who's
this
behind
isn't
the
any
mask.
good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. Wow, even old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof, then. Witness testimony number 2, guys. Lock, in.
Lock in double style.
I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now, look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg, see? Clear as day.
How would you know he's dragging his leg?
That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy?
How would you know?
It didn't look like he was dragging his leg.
It doesn't look like it.
So he had sprained his ankle? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Didn't Powers say that he had
I'll press her until she squeals. Yeah, like an old, saggy, wrinkly tit pig. I don't even know what to accuse her of, though. Like, what to question. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. But what? What did he trip and fall on? Trip and fall? Yes, and to think, he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course.
What?
Yo,
what do you mean?
It better?
What do you mean help make it better?
I kissed it where I kissed it where it hurt?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Girl, you better calm down.
Let's just skip over that part, shall we?
Yeah, please.
Where was the assistant then?
Huh, right?
Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. You may continue your testimony. He broke one of the props. It was such a big mess. Okay, what did he break?
Yeah, what did he break?
He broke a prop? Sure did. His own samurai spear.
Wait, but didn't the samurai spear...
Samurai spear? The murder weapon?
No, it was different because, like, there's another samurai spear that actually pierced the victim.
It strikes me as a significant detail.
Because, like, once you already saw the prop that's, like, stuck in the victim, it's like a whole
break in the
thing,
shaft
but, like,
has been mended with duct tape.
Oh,
I didn't even notice that the first time.
You didn't even notice
Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me. Which is that? Where is this Steel Samurai costume now?
I've been questioning that like last episode.
Actually, well, we couldn't find it.
Where is it?
We're looking though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes? And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers.
How can you assume that's Mr.
I suppose
Powers?
that's right.
I mean, like, can you actually see him behind that mask?
Object? Wait and see what happens. Oh, we're gonna object right about now! Oh, there's no objection? Hold it right there!
It's like a hold it right there.
We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers.
It's true.
The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera would have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also.
Oh.
Don't you do that to me. Then allow me to remove the doubt from your mind, Your Honor.
Why?
Will the witness continue her testimony, please?
Oh, man, she gotta continue?
No need to ask twice.
Oh, come on.
Witness testimony number 3. Lock in. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true?
Yeah.
The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them, but how could you see yourself? Because you're the murderer, old bag. You did it. I know she did it, guys.
I don't think she did it, because, like, she mistaken somebody for somebody else who was
if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it.
But that doesn't make any sense, because
Wright,
even though he's wearing a costume because they were doing some stunt things for in the morning, wouldn't be all sweaty right in his costume, and he shouldn't be wearing that. But right,
the time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? Yes, that's facts. The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. Are we gonna hold that? I think we will.
Hold it?
Are you absolutely sure?
Yeah, absolutely, positively.
Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody's suspicious looking passed by at all.
So it's
suspicious looking. Right.
I mean, it's suspicious looking if somebody's wearing their costume, like,
if they had,
after
I
they
seen
did their routine exercise.
Old windbag sure has balls. Or, well, you know what I mean. She probably does have some saggy old wrinkly balls.
Yeah, she does.
Old windbags have a way of skipping over important details after all. Or, for that matter, entirely forgetting them.
Well, no wonder she's an old bag.
Something for you to look forward to, perhaps? The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. True. Oh, there's not that many things to go on, guys.
Really?
The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. We are gonna hold that right now.
Hold it.
Are you sure? Objection. Don't object me,
Why
Edgeworth.
objection?
The witness has answered the question. Anyone going to the studio had to pass by the witness. That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, Edgy Boy. Edgy Boy?
He's shocked too.
Oh, Windbag sure has balls. Okay, I don't want to keep talking about her balls, okay? The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there.
No one else went there. Hold it.
What about before you got to the guard station? You mean before 1?
Yeah. What were you doing? Before 1?
Why, everyone was in the employee area before then.
Okay.
And I locked the main gate so no one could get in.
Alright.
Not to mention...
Not to mention what?
If they had, I would have seen them. What?
What?
Okay, hold on.
Whoa.
Something is not right here. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna use this photo and present it. Objection!
I mean, you already did that
was
one.
it.
Is that it?
Hold on! Look at this photograph one more time.
Look at this photograph.
This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Yes, sirree, Sonny. So, whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture?
Yeah, it does.
And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground.
Girl.
Right.
You better
Anyway,
stop
it's also
whining.
true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data.
Ha.
Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. That very
Hey.
computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15, 2 p.m. photo number 2.
Alright.
Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny? Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2.
But where's photo number 1?
Photo number 2? The computer only held data for one photo that day.
Uh-huh.
Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo?
Oh!
Yes!
Yeah, that's right.
Discuss
Order in the court.
Order! Order!
Order in the
Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there is only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo?
Was it you?
Only someone with access! The security lady herself!
Of course! Oh, the greedy
Me?
team!
You watch your mouth, whippersnapper! The only person I saw that day was Will Powers!
Bruh.
But the camera on the gate fired twice! That means 2 people went by!
Ha 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 ha.
Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean. Can the witness explain this to the court?
Yeah, explain this.
I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy Boy, help! Duh! Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what that means either.
Same here, just like...
Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too.
God damn, girl.
Whippersnapper? Something the matter, Miss Old Bag? That's right. I just remembered something.
Oh, you're gonna make a lie?
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai?
Come on now.
Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way.
But who was it? Who's that
Come
other
on, guys. You can't believe her lies. I see. Your testimony, please.
Again,
Not
once
again.
more.
Why do they get so many testimonies?
I know.
Like, we already caught her in a lie.
Yeah.
Every day, after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do.
Or she covering
I go
up
to the
somebody,
photos recorded on the
that's
security
why.
computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see?
Oh, suspicious.
Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day.
You drew
What
it.
photo, though?
What
Who was in that photo? Miss Oldbag. This is the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, Sonny. I've only just remembered it.
Ah, you better remember a lot,
Anyway,
boy.
Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination.
Yeah,
but
it's
what
fun
about the
as that.
evidence? I need to see that first photo.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. Yeah, because you're a spirit medium, right? You could have seen this coming.
True.
Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them.
Yeah.
I throw out any photos that aren't
Okay, you better hold it on, brother. Yeah.
Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. Okay, guys, you know what to say. It's 2 words. It's hold it! Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased?
Yeah, who the heck?
A fanboy.
A fanboy?
Fanboy?
You mean like one of those, like...
Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where, but how did they get in? I thought you knew who came in. How did you not know there was a fanboy in there if you knew everybody that came in that day?
Oh, you
who
got
was hanging about? One was here that day.
Objection!
Yes, sir. Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. I know all about that drain.
Oh, so the fanboy just like,
the gate has
he
been
crawled
loose
his
for a
way
while.
in.
It leads outside, and well, that's where they come in.
Oh.
They come in through the drain? I told you they were freaks. Oh, and
And what?
they're kids, children, whippersnappers.
No wonder they had to like crawl all the way
Kids?
from the drain.
So on the photo that you erased,
It was a...
it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade.
Huh. But who's the little boy?
What? Yeah, what? I don't believe that one
Anna
bit.
in the cart!
Anna!
Anna in the cart!
Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day? One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg.
So the photo number 1,
The other
the
was a
fanboy
boy
just like
who
went
looked
in,
to be
and then
in
photo
about
number
2nd or
2
3rd
was
grade?
the guy in the costume.
Oh, yes. Well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him. Can't catch him.
They're really fast.
Boy in 2nd
They
or
fast
3rd
as fuck,
grade?
boy.
I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear.
I think we have to
Impossible,
look for
I think.
that like
It's
little
quite
boy.
heavy. Right. As I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect.
Yeah, we should
and they're
actually
already
ask him.
trying to unsuspect him.
Anna
This
in
court
the
will take
cart!
a 5-minute recess. I want the
5-minute
defense and the
recess?
prosecution to consider this new information.
Yeah?
And no forgetting vital information this time.
Yeah, don't forget. Even
What
you,
are we gonna do?
old
Did he have to take
bag.
a poo? Why are we doing a 5-minute recess? October 18, 11:08 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3.
Alright.
Mr. Powers?
Oh, Mr. Palace.
Yes? Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest.
Because, like,
So
that's
who
what
was
he
the
actually...
Steel Samurai in that security photo?
Yeah, I'm wondering
should I
that
know?
too.
The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room.
I
Anyone
mean,
could
who
have
was,
walked in and taken it, really.
for real,
What?
one of the
You should
villain
take better care of
who
that
was,
stuff.
like, right in that show.
I
Who
couldn't imagine
wants to
anyone
kill
would want
that
to steal a
villain
Steel
anyway?
Samurai costume.
Unless
So,
it's like one of the
Where does this
fanboys.
leave me? It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now.
Aw.
Nick! What are we gonna do? First, we play for more time.
Okay.
We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this. Yeah, the 2nd or 3rd grader. He's a little kid, man. He'll live. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter?
Alright.
The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence. Can we see the photo, though? Just
Yeah,
so
we
our
wanna
own
see.
eyes can see it?
Yeah,
But there is
me
still
too.
no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
What?
Very
No.
well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. You guys already know who it is. Anna!
Anna in the
Interesting.
cart!
Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you
Right.
accuse someone
You
who
need
is obviously
hard
innocent,
evidence.
you will be penalized.
Dang.
Right,
Don't-
great. As if the stakes weren't high enough. So, who is this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed the murder? The assistant girl? The grade school boy. Yo, that would be so freaking savage. Or the security lady.
savage.
I mean, she looks so freaking evil, guys. Like, she doesn't have that much longer to live, so maybe she wanted a taste of blood, you know? Maybe she was gonna try to cross that off her bucket list. Dang. I don't know. I don't think it's the assistant girl. I don't think it could be a grade school boy. It could be, but it couldn't be.
It could be small, but it could be really powerful.
I don't want to choose the assistant girl. Why can't we have her testify? All right, you know what? We're gonna do it, guys. We're gonna click on the security lady, and we ain't turning back. It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Who? The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag!
Oh man, she's like, that kind of facial expression, the Anna in the guard! Anna in the guard!
Is this true, Oldbag? Oldbag? That's Miss Oldbag to you?
Ooh.
Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate.
Well, no wonder.
She was by herself.
In
other words,
I'm not sure if
she has no
really
alibi.
is the killer.
She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume. Then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder.
Dun dun dun.
Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers.
Dun dun dun.
I see.
But the thing is, like,
excellent deductive reasoning,
sure
Mr. Wright.
If it could be her.
Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby. That's odd.
What?
Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence?
Well, maybe he might
Mr.
agree with you,
Edgeworth?
because, like, it does
Does the
make sense, because she's
prosecution have an
the only
opinion on this
security
matter?
leader out there.
The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time.
Huh, he's thinking still.
What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it, is that it?
You're the only security guard. Who else is going to be there besides, like, the little boy?
Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way. Press further, give Granny a break. Now,
Press
we ain't giving those old bones a break. Press further!
Yeah, that's right. Press harder.
Bruh, chill.
The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day.
Ooh.
But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer?
Nod that head, yeah?
You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive, too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope.
Is she covering?
Just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy. The one whose photo I erased. He's only a grade schooler, though, as you said. Second or third grade, was
What
it?
if he was the killer, though?
That
There was,
doesn't
like, a
matter.
big twist. I was like,
At
what?
that age, I could kill my old man in 10 seconds, tops. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer.
I mean, what if he was the killer?
How can you be so sure? Oh, or is it to be nice to the kids and mean to your elders day? Whippersnapper.
Boy!
I have proof.
Oh, you have proof?
Proof? Indeed. Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder? I do?
Was it
What
the picture?
I don't have proof. Hold on, let me check this. Is that duct tape on the spear?
Oh.
Wait, the guy is super tall. A second or third grade kid couldn't be this tall. Right?
Yeah.
There's gotta be the evidence. Take that!
Oh, man.
Your Honor,
Please.
the murder
Come on
weapon
now.
was the samurai spear.
Yeah. Yeah, we all
That
know
very
that.
spear is shown here in this photo. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible.
Impossible,
I
you
see.
say?
Well, would the witness care to comment on this? Brr. The windbag, speechless.
She
This has
bitches
got
as
to be a
fuck.
first. Very well.
Anna in the
This court
car!
will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today.
Hey!
Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Windy. What was her name?
Old bag.
Something old bag, Your Honor. Then the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Adjourn to the court!
Wow, we handled that like a pro. Well, wait a second. Oh
Wait,
my
what?
God, I
Oh,
spoke too soon.
no, no.
I'm not going to just sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me!
Bruh.
I'm talking. Oh, great. stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk. Miss Oldbag, what is this all about?
Yeah, what's this all about?
Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Don't.
Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about.
What is that?
Not to talk about?
Who told you?
By whom?
Yeah, by whom?
Huh?
Who?
You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk?
Well, who was it?
Well, testify.
Could it be the guy that's behind the
Witness
Willpower's
testimony?
mask?
This has got to be number 5, guys. Slap me silly with all these 5 testimonies.
Oh,
Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder.
Who were they?
They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free.
Huh.
Interesting.
Very
Very valuable information. Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now?
Yeah, why?
Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told.
Huh. Really?
No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination? What is there left to cross-examine? Mr. Will Powers is innocent. She even said that there were other people there that day that told her to keep her mouth shut.
Yeah, but who are the...
Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. What was it?
Yeah, I better hold it.
So, you were told not to talk? That's right. By the studio about the TV bigwigs, no less. Why didn't I hear about this?
Yeah, why didn't we all hear it?
Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We're all in on it.
Okay, so who were the people?
There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. Hold it!
Yeah, better hold
Who
it.
was it? Who are these people?
Yeah, we want to know.
Well, the director and the producer, for starters.
Oh.
The director? We should have known something was fishy.
Yeah, it was like
How
really
could they
fishy.
have done a run-through of their action scene without a director?
Oh, unless the director...
Of course.
Ooh.
Yes,
the director's
I
the
was
killer.
surprised no one asked about it. So, where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through.
Oh.
He joined the producer around lunchtime, and they had a meeting after that. Where?
Where exactly?
Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer.
Oh, so we want to look at the Studio 2
There was a
trailer
Studio
right
2?
after this trial, right here.
Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left.
Alright, so,
The path where the monkey's
somebody
head was fallen
who's
over.
in Studio 2 must have gone
That
to
does not
Studio
look like a
1 to
monkey.
kill
Well,
the
Mr.
victim
Wright,
right there.
would you like to
So-
continue with the cross-examination? I think I've already asked all my questions, but continue? Yeah, continue.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not done with you yet. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But why?
Yeah, why was that?
So they were actually in the studio.
Yeah.
Yes, the whole day. When they heard about the murder, they beat it before the cops came.
Huh.
I'll kill this woman, I swear it.
You were not literally,
I
right?
feel sorry for Edgeworth, almost. She really left him hanging on this one. Okay,
Dang.
I think I'm done asking all my questions, so I'm gonna
take a break.
Because I pressed her for everything, and then we got the same answers.
Yeah.
We have learned there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned.
Dun dun.
I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers.
Order in the
Court
court.
acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about these other people we have just been told of.
Dun dun dun. Poor Edgeworth.
I understand, Your Honor.
He didn't get much
This ends
information about
today's
the
proceedings
victim.
in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Adjourn to the court.
He loved banging that gavel.
Yeah, we all love that gavel.
So we killed that. We killed that old bag. October
Like a
18th,
boss.
1:04 p.m., District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Oh, really? It's nothing. Oh, or should I?
Should I what?
We'll be going down to the studios to do more investigating.
Yeah.
We have to find out more about this director and producer.
How about the little
They'll
boy?
be turning
because,
up in the next trial as witnesses for certain.
Because he
So now's
definitely
my
saw
chance to get
something, and
material
he's
for the
also saw
cross-examination.
sick too, because he wants to
So,
go
Nick,
in there. That was like the day
Have
of
we
the
figured
murder.
out just who it was in that steel samurai costume?
Yeah, who was it?
Could it really have been Old Windbag? What do you think, Mr.
I don't
Powers?
think so.
I don't think it was her, really.
Yeah, same here.
Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look,
I mean,
was just
she's too old and wrinkly. She's kind of
Someone had to be the bad
like,
guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers.
You know?
Old windbag. I kind of feel sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios.
All right, now.
Right. We'll be back to visit you soon.
Aw.
Thanks, guys.
Don't sniff one more time. Come on now.
To be continued. Oh, man.
Yeah,
that court case was on fire, guys. We roasted that old windbag. We pressed her so many times, objected her so many times. But now we figured out that there were more people inside of the studios.
Yeah, there were more.
If you guys want to see what's going to happen next in this episode, make sure you guys give this video
one big fat like. And tell a friend today that Jay from the Kubz Scouts is that dude. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching my game reaction video, and happy birthday again. So see ya, I don't wanna be ya. I'm gonna sing you a happy birthday song. It goes like this. She got a big booty, so I called her Big Booty. Yo, shawty, it's your birthday. Yo, shawty, it's your birthday. All I want for my birthday is a big booty hole.